Hello. Welcome. Hope your Monday's all good. Hope you've had a nice weekend. No major dramas. Today you're gonna play some Bugsnax. Like I said, casual play. No major dramas. Just gonna enjoy the Bugsnax and chasing them. All that good stuff. I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on in this game. Right. Without any further ado, let's kick off. So I think just to inform where I'm at, quite deep into the game already. Been playing for a while. I've been enjoying it, you know, it's not too taxing. Some of the stuff is like, well, how do you catch that thing? But even so, a lot of it is fairly straightforward. Right. Turn Fluffy into a noodler. I'm not sure I even remember how I did that, or what I need to do, so... Right, what's that again? Golden Queeble. Right, what are they like? Like I said, I have to kind of remember, man. Like, what exactly... What the next thing is to release. Yep, put that there. And I mean, if you haven't played this, is strangely there's a lot of similar to Pokemon. This guy doesn't like me. He's got the explosion anyway, I think. And in pieces. That's us. Right. So I have to let something go. I think I've already got Palatoses. So actually, I'll just swap it out for one of those. Yeah. There you go. So how am I turning
You
into
took your precious time getting here.
Yeah.
Any
okay,
longer
sorry.
and my leg might have rotted away. Come, let's finish our work.
Let's see. What do I need to give you? No. Right. I'm gonna give it that popsicle.
Yum, yum, yum.
And see if I can change
Oh, neat.
the snack pyramid. Right. It also a strategy. Okay. Okay, I know. Red banana. Sure, that's right.
I have a hypothesis that the substance leaking out of the volcano is not lava, but rather a superheated fondue. Unfortunately, my studies had to be put on hold when my sampling equipment melted.
Fair enough.
Good riddance.
Alright. Including noodlers. Apparently they live... Alright, so where does a noodler live? We've got to find that thing. And also, limitless data space. Alright, go around. Oh, that frozen thing is going to chase me, or is that something else? It's a Sherby. So actually, I don't think I've come across those noodlers, so I need to find where they are. So, but it's probably not in this area. Maybe it is. Right. Grape Skeeter. No, it's not one of those. So I need to find what that thing is. Just filling that. Right. Okay. So it's clearly that's one of them. Right, so it loves these things. So you kind of got to make it chase. Come on. There you go. There you go. Going all the way to the water. Gonna run out if I do not careful. There you go. Done. Right. Feed the noodler. Change. What can we change?
Intriguing.
There you
I
go.
have learned much. Despite your
Done.
general ignorance, you have been of use to me.
Not as difficult as I
Good
thought.
job. No matter how many Bugsnax I become, my body feels no different.
That's pretty
Is
good.
there a threshold of crumpousness? When every cell of my body is Bugsnax, will I remain Floofty Fizzlebee? Or will I
mean,
simply
seriously,
be
Floofty
Bugsnax right down
some
to
of
the
the
taste?
names.
I must
So
find out.
crazy.
The answers
No
won't come to me
idea.
without further testing. However, I have exhausted my research here. I will experiment on Snacksburg.
Okay.
I look forward to working with you further.
Right, all good. Praying Picantus, right? What have we actually got in our... So I'm just going to adjust the mic a bit. Hopefully that picks up a bit better. What have we actually got? No. Praying Picantus. A Scoopy Bonoopy. So I think I actually had Scoopy Bonoopies before. If I remember correctly, they are the things jumping from there. You kind of have to use one of these trip shots. Right. You have to hope that it gets caught on the wire, which is easier said than done. There you go. There you go. So there's a Scoopy bit with it. Oh man. See, every time you find something, you gotta find something else. Right, let's go and talk to the person. So I've done that quest and sent that person back. Send that Krampus, I think they're called. You'd think by now I'd know. Right. Okay. We've done all of these. Stock up. You see, they're all doing that Pokemon saying their own name thing. Right. Let's go and talk to some of these guys.
Floofty.
Snoppington.
So, you've slithered back into town. Up to another Grumpinati scheme.
I'm not participating in your delusions, brother. You waste your talented mind playing spy games when you could be assisting my research.
I'm never assisting you again. Not until you find your moral compass and stop working for the man.
Oh, please. Don't try to dress up your cowardice.
I'm no coward.
You still haven't told
Seems
the
like
green
some
meathead
happy
how
family
you
drama.
feel.
But whether that's different, don't try to confuse the issue.
I thought so. Leave me to my business, and I'll leave you to yours.
Right, let's go talk to her because you've
What?
got to interview her.
I am not here to spew gossip for that obnoxious rag you call a newspaper.
That seems a bit harsh.
Very well. If you insist, I will educate you.
Let's go. Who
I
are
am
you?
Floofty Fizzlebean, the world's first gastroentomologist. In baby language, I study bugsnax and their effect on grumpuses.
Oh, that seems a bit harsh.
To study
in baby
bugsnax,
language.
obviously.
Okay.
When Elizabeth Megafig was recruiting for her cult of personality, I observed something strange about her arm. She was keeping it hidden, but she displayed early stages of snackification. That piqued my interest. You are asking for opinions instead of facts. I'm not going to discuss my feelings with you, you emotional parasite.
Whoa.
Every time I try to publish my groundbreaking research, you journalists instead churn out slander about my dangerous methods or my questionable behavior. Stop editorializing and focus on the science.
Fair enough.
I simply wanted to continue my work, Eggabell or no, but Shelda blamed me for the disappearances. I'm no stranger to witch hunts. I vacated before the pitchforks could come out.
Okay.
Don't be ridiculous. I've only eaten one grumpus. Would you prefer I keep my severed leg in the outhouse? The truth. Elizabeth was an arrogant coward, unlike Eggabell.
Okay, what about
Eggabell
Eggabell?
truly understood my research. She was hungry to participate in it. Our work together was fruitful, even pleasant, until somebody interfered. Shelda, that mummified fraud, stoked Elizabeth's fear of my work, weaponizing her relationship to Eggabell, scrambling her fragile emotions, and fabricating a binary choice between myself and Elizabeth. Ultimately, Eggabell chose sentiment over science. And I surmise that was the death of her.
Okay.
Yes, I have the password to Eggabell's personal storage box. It may be of interest to you. You've wasted enough of my time now. Leave.
Another fine day behind us.
Right, we've been in there. Checked all of those things out. Been in there.
Aloha! One last chance, darling. There's a
Let's see what
massive
else she
bug
wants.
snack out in the ocean. I've seen it riding the waves in the morning light. To be honest, I'm not even sure if it's real. But I must go after it. Please help me. I can't catch it alone.
Okay.
Fabulous! Let's jam!
Alright, so literally going right that second. Okay. So I've just been in Boiling Bay.
My critic's all right, you know. I can't make the magic
mega
happen
lucky.
again. I've tried skydiving, crystal gorging, reverse exorcisms, everything. Bugsnax are the only thing that have ever gotten me close to that state again. To that raw nirvana where the universe writes through
I
me.
think he's going to beef with us every single
I
time.
just haven't found it yet.
Hey,
But I will. I must. It's that or another empty venue. If you're out there,
I feel bad for
you
Wiggle,
won't
you know?
be
She's
able
all
to
about the...
resist my siren song. Oh, please.
Ancient Bugsnax, can you hear me? Will you show yourself if you hear how much I need you?
It's kind of got a Pat Benatar style to it.
Yourself if you hear my cry. I need you. I got to have you. Oh, in my mouth.
Oh, don't give me
Seems
that.
harsh either way. Both
Music is
choices
a
are bad.
universal language, darling.
Come to me, my muse of the sea. My mouth is your destination, and wiggle is your destiny.
It's a jam.
Send me destiny, yeah, yeah, get in my belly, oh, yeah.
There you are, you delectable dragon. Come on, let's make some music.
How am I supposed to catch it? Follow behind the imperfect information. Oh. Okay. Right. I think I know. Let me deploy. Take this one. Right, I think this should work. trust in the process. I think this is going to work. Yes. Yeah, good one. Yeah, those ones there. Right, get rid of one of those. Yes. Oh my gosh. Catch the big guy? Right. So how am I supposed to catch the head bit? Where's the medal? Where's he going? Where's he going? Where is he? I have this how to at least stop him. Stop him. No. Okay, right. That's annoying. So catch the others. Yeah, I know that one. Yes. Yeah. I know. Right. I don't understand, man. I've got too many of these things already. I'm supposed to get rid of them. I'll catch all the little ones first before I can get rid of them. Right, catch. Yeah, get rid of this guy.
Mega!
Anything.
Mega Marky! Mega!
Where's the demons?
Mega Marky!
And then same player.
Mega Marky!
Right. What do you get?
Mega Marky! Mega! Mega Marky! Mega! Mega Marky! Mega Marky! Mega Marky! Mega Marky! Mega! Mega Marky!
Alright. How to stop you now?
Mega! Mega! Mega Marky!
Thought I got one.
Mega! Mega Marky!
Oh, okay. They're not attached to that anymore.
Mega! Mega Marky! Mega Marky! Mega! Mega Marky! Mega! Mega Marky! Mega Marky! Mega Marky!
I wonder if this is going to work,
Mega
because
Marky! Mega!
just don't know whether
Mega
Oh!
Marky!
you want them to feed her.
Mega Marky! Mega Marky!
Because the other ones are over there and it's still attached. Well, of course.
Mega! Mega Marky! Mega! Mega Marky!
Yeah, let me get that back.
Mega! Mega Marky! Mega! Mega Marky! Mega Marky!
What am I missing?
Mega! Mega
I must be missing something because this
Marky!
doesn't make any sense.
Mega Marky! Mega Marky! Mega Marky! Mega!
It's too low.
Mega Marky! Mega!
Right, what am I missing? So I know all of these things, but
Mega Marky! Mega Marky!
He's not even going past that one.
Mega! Megamaki. Mega!
Oh, what's that helpful? Right. No, it's not going to do anything to it. Right, can I use this on them? I am lost on this one. It's just not, it's just stuck in that loop. No. Because when I hit it, it doesn't do anything. No, it doesn't even go that route. Right. We're there, right? Let's see what happens. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna have to save it and then go back into it and like reload it because. And then all he does is get mad at me. Well, I'll make him chase me to this lava. I mean, genuinely, doesn't make any sense, right? I'm gonna save it. Restart from save. 18 minutes ago. Oh no. What chased me? What was it? What? He's just mad about that. What chased me on land? Yep. No, we're going this way. I don't know what's going on with this. It just seems like it's stuck. Because those should have been. It won't let me do anything about that. He's just caught it on loop. I think I might have to consult the internet here. This is just stuck.
Mega! Megamaki! Mega!
Hold on, I'm getting some off-screen advice here. Yeah. So apparently this is a known issue, according to this, so I can't actually do this mission. So this mission has broken Bugsnax. Yeah. I'm going to restart from last save and just accept that fact. It's annoying because right, I'm gonna skip this mission because, like I say, it just is stuck in a loop because those mini ones weren't attached to it. Right, I'm doing something else then. I'll find another mission. That is a shame because that actually seemed like quite a good one, and when I was starting to understand it, fair enough, you use the trip shot, get the small ones, capture those, keep on doing it, keep on doing it, keep on doing it, then get the Mega Mackie, but he's been a dick. Right, I'm gonna donate some of these. Get rid of that. There you go. More space. Why not? Now I can carry 18 things, so actually, next time it happens,
What?
I could, in theory,
Ah, you're
get
here.
it.
I have need of your assistance again. Since my last discovery, I've been testing the limits of Bugsnax regeneration. Unfortunately, I've done all I can with this one leg. I want to try something rather more advanced. Put simply, I'm going to remove my head.
Wait, what?
Pardon me, I forgot your limitations. Remove as in cut off. Head as in the thinky part. And I am reasonably certain that Bugsnax will regrow it in its entirety. Indeed. Perhaps I could do something more measured if I had a full team, funding, and a great deal more subjects. But as usual, nobody's volunteering. Oh, very well. You're welcome to try.
Okay. Well, apparently there was a patch that fixed that, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another mission and then come back to that.
You want something?
Alright, Cromwell. Wow.
What, are you kidding me, pal? I like my organs where they are. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
Right, so Cromwell is a no. What's that down here? I could put up this buddy. There's another one. No, he's not there. Okay, can't do that. That's fine. She stocked up on those. Right, let's talk to Gramble. Sleeping.
Sprout! Huh?
Just a bad dream, mate.
No thanks. That floofty shows up in my nightmares. Always watching me.
Okay. So he's a no as well. What a surprise. I mean, it's hardly likely that if somebody says to you, hey, can you help me chop off my head? They're going to be like, yeah, I'm into it. Whatever you need. Can you blame him? Right. Who else? Here's a no. Right, let's talk to these guys.
Oh, hi. Yep. According to the journal, this time we're heading for the Boiling Bay.
Okay. Hold on. Let me talk to you about the other thing first.
Oh, well, Floofty's fun to gab with, but their methods are pretty extreme,
Sorry,
don't you
their
think?
methods are extreme. I would agree.
Whoa-ha.
No.
Alright, tell me how you really feel. No. That's a no from pretty much everybody. Okay, because Wiggle's now back here.
Aloha!
Alright.
Darling, they once called me a vociferous profligate. I'm terribly insulted, though I have no idea what that even means.
Wow. That's a very good point. So we just had a conversation in the room. Like, I'm not even sure. I know a fair amount of words. I don't know
What's
what.
up?
Is it snooping time again? Look at her.
Why?
Bat
Is
fucker.
Floofty looking for someone to snack on?
There you go.
LOL,
Future children
JK,
should be
but
called Bat
seriously?
fucker.
No.
Or Wiggle. You know, these are all good names. Right, who else? This guy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Phil.
I don't think I'd be any help in that department. Floofty said I was about as useful as a beaker without a bottom.
Seems harsh. Right, who haven't we had last name?
You again.
Her brother, right? I mean, trying to help Floofty out, but she's very, very negative. Right. He's gonna be like that.
Greeting. Absolutely not. Whatever scheme my sibling put you up to, it certainly won't end well.
Like I say, some family drama there.
Namaste, bro.
Namaste.
You, as expected. My name alone is enough to frighten them off. Hardly. It's not me they're truly afraid of. They give in to cowardice and ignorance because they cannot fathom the tremendous good that my research can do. Since I have failed time and again to change their minds, the burden rests on me to complete the work. Perhaps then they will understand its value. As for you, I require enough Bugsnax to fully transform my body. Only the sweetest and most filling will be acceptable.
Sorry about that, just had some background noises.
Consider it a personal request. This could be my last meal after all.
Alright. Fully transformed. What does she want? Okay, what needs changing yet?
Unbelievable. Intriguing. Yum, yum, yum.
Right, I think she's got like 2 more and then she's
neat.
changed. Oh, no.
Intriguing.
I need a few more. I need to find a few more things then.
Nothing like a campfire.
Some Bugsnax then. Loves a bit of ketchup. It's gonna make him knock himself out. Right, ketchup. Ketchup over there. Catch both of them. Nice. Double trapper. Can't complain. It's pretty good. Yeah. Did I need two? I think so. I think we can get away with that. Right. Almost there. Does it have to be individual ones for each area? I don't know. Could be. Right.
Hey, you pal.
There you pal.
So.
I'm just gonna fry it on the eyes.
Unbelievable.
Yum,
yum, yum. Intriguing.
One more. And go to the beach. I think some fairly easy ones on the beach. Not now, but maybe in a bit.
Sweetie pie. Sweetie pie.
Right. What can we catch here? I think this is it. I think I've got all the stuff she needed.
What?
I mean, oh hello. Let's go.
Oh, neat.
Is that Fluffy not completely transformed? What else is it to transform? I'm not sure what else there is. What am I missing? So we nearly found all the people that live on Snacksburg. Or in the snacks with. Right. Who's there to eat? Nope, no one. Right, 2 grumps missing, I think. Okay. Not sure how I go about doing that then.
Hi. Hey, bestie. Now that Snorpy and Chandlo are back, it's totes snooping time. I never got any dirt on Chandlo. He's gotta have some deep, dark secret, but whatever it is, he's too good at hiding it. If anybody can find their way through that buff facade, it's you, bestie.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I suspect she's just using him for information. Where's he going? I'll find out what Chandler does at midnight.
Well met.
Okay. Which taint now?
Yep. According to the
that's
journal. Alrighty, see you there.
Okay. Off we go. Another one bringing me to the
Lovely
Boiling Bay.
place, isn't it? And check
not
out that
really.
real interesting shipwreck. If you don't mind, keep your eyes peeled for a treasure chest and a freezing cold bully of a bug snack.
Oh, I've seen that one, don't worry. Oh, good old palette is my favourite. These guys. Yep. There you go. Yep. Come on. There we come. Almost. Yep, 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 yep. There you go. Where's Triffle again? There she is.
Ooh,
Done.
delicious. You know, Floofty's got a theory that the bigger a bug snack is, the older it must be. No telling yet how old, but imagine that snack was around in Grumpbeard's time. It could have even chased him off the beach. Fun to think about, eh? Take care.
Right, I've got to find this chest that she's on about. I don't know why, I just have a feeling it's probably in here. Remember, we met that before. Flaming cheap. Some hot sauce. Maybe it was wishful thinking, I don't know, I just thought there would be a chest in here. Yeah, definitely not according to this. Oh, okay. Yep. So out there. So aggro. Is that necessary? 2, 1. Not bad. Alright, Sharpie. I have a sneaking suspicion that that is as far as the level will allow me to go. Oh. Okay. There you go, Sharpie creature. Not that. What was it then? Oh yeah, there it is.
That settles it. This ship belonged to Grumpbeard. He disappeared at sea 100 years ago, but I guess he wound up on Snacktooth Island. Hard to tell what happened to him after that. His bones could be just about anywhere. It really is the saddest thing, isn't it? When nobody knows how your story ends. I can't find anything. She's not here either.
So she's looking for this.
I didn't mean to keep it from you, but that journal, it belonged to my... See, some years ago, my grandma, Veronica Lottablog, decided she was gonna explore Snacktooth Island and discover its history. But we never heard from her again. That's really why I'm out here. To find out what became of her. Anywho, that's all for now. Let's head back to town.
Okay. There you go, done with that. It seems a bit harsh if she's gonna fast travel back and you don't get to. It's like, yeah, no, you gotta walk. I know it's not that far, but it's still. Right. Back to Snacksburg. Not doing that just yet.
Nice to see ya.
Right.
You.
So go ahead. She's already had a palatine.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh.
Intriguing.
There you go. That's her changed.
Very good. You're actually being useful. I have a few more preparations to make. The experiment will begin in 24 hours. I borrowed one of my brother's patented Grumpinati traps and made some modifications. Once the device is activated, snacks will flow into my open mouth, thus triggering my regeneration. I don't.
Yeah.
That's what the experiment
I feel
is
like this
for.
isn't gonna go well.
I need you to load the funnel
Maybe
at the
not.
back, and then we can begin.
Okay. Sure. Load Bugsnax into the tunnel.
You put a stop to this nonsense right now!
Snorpington, here to sabotage my career again?
Sabotage? I'm trying to save your life!
Nonsense. If my hypothesis is correct, I will be perfectly fine, and I will have advanced medical knowledge by a century.
And if you're wrong, you'll be headless. Even after everything you've done.
True.
I still care about you, Floofty.
Don't try to infect me with your cowardice. What you should care about is my work. That is what is truly important.
You are important. Despite your rampaging ego, the world will go on with or without your experiments.
I would think you at least would understand. Instead, you insist on being a selfish, spineless, slack-jawed baby.
See, this is why nobody wants to help you.
Seems harsh. Right.
It's pitiful, isn't it? I can rearrange fibrous tissue with electrostatic waves, but I cannot convince my own brother to help me. My work should stand for itself. I shouldn't need to put so much effort into explaining myself. But it does take effort. With the others, it is simple. I can write them off as ignorant, frightened children. But not Snorpy. I know he's not a coward or a fool, which means that the error is mine. I cannot make myself understood. So I lose patience, and I give up on understanding. And perhaps that is cowardice on my part.
Maybe. Right. Okay, is it midnight? Right, I need to find Chandler. It's not there.
The great thing about being Chandler, what you see is what you get. I got nothing to hide. No shame. You checking out this beef, bro? I don't blame you.
This guy.
Catch you later.
There we go. Never know. Wait, do you know, it's an interesting mechanic that basically, if you want to complete a quest, you don't have to wait until the morning. You can just wake them up and talk to them. But imagine somebody being like, hey,
Shut up! Nobody's free of dirt. The more innocent somebody looks, the nastier the secret. Trust me. I have an idea.
Nope.
We're going to go through Snorpy. Nobody knows Chandler like Snorpy.
Okay.
I need you to turn me into green Bugsnax. I'll tell you why later.
Okay. Into green Bugsnax. I have to ever think about what's green. Which one are the Bugsnax? Boiling Bay, look at done all of these. Where is the Scoopy Banuki? No idea. Aggressive meaty Bugsnax. I'm gonna go and talk to Wiggle. And see if we can do it this time.
Hello? One last, there's a massive bug snack out in the... To be honest, I'm not even sure if it's real.
Trip it up, catch
but
the
I
small
must
ones.
go after it. Please help me. I can't
all the small
catch
ones
it
can
alone.
apparently catch the big one.
Fabulous. Let's jam.
It should have saved before that, I think, because we've finished some other quests. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Right. If we say restart, yeah, okay. That's fine. So it knows where we were. Using the trip shot.
My
I'm not even
critic's
playing
all right, you know. I can't make the magic happen again. I've tried skydiving, crystal gorging, reverse exorcism, everything. Bugsnax are the only thing that have ever gotten me close to that state again. To that raw nirvana where the universe writes through me. I just haven't found it yet. But I will. I must. It's that or I'm finished.
Is this gonna work?
Another empty venue.
Let's see.
If you're out there,
If it doesn't work,
you
we're not doing this
won't
quest.
be able to resist my siren song. Oh, please.
Ancient Bugsnax, can you hear me? Will you show yourself if you hear how much I need you? Will you show yourself if you hear my cry? Bugsnax, I need you. Bugsnax. I got to have you. Oh, in my mouth.
Oh, don't give me that. Music is a universal language, darling.
Come to me, my muse of the sea. My mouth is your destination, and wiggle is your destiny. I said I'm your destiny, yeah, yeah. Get in my belly, oh, yeah.
Considering I've already got the
There
tracks
you
there,
are, you delectable
can I
dragon.
start this
Come
off
on, let's
nice and
make
easy?
some music.
Save myself some time. Right, off you go. Catch him, catch him. No. Nice flag. Best place on the second bit. Is that there's a bit here? We've got to tune that in the tree. Let's go. Right, trip shot. There's the mini ones. Concerned about the big guy. Right, come over here. How many more? Oh! So fast. Whichever route. That should do the job. A bit more quick. Right, where are you going? Go for you first. And the blue suit. That was the next one. Can do this. You know what? That can go, I guess. So, one more to catch. retrieve it. Now I've got the plan. I know what I'm doing. All good. So it's a lot easier now. I think one more little one and then the big one done. Where's the little one go? Oh, go away. Big guy. Yes. I'll get rid of the shed. I'll get rid of that now. Right. And done. Done. Actually, that it.
Talk about bombing on stage.
So I guess it's not broken.
Still,
it's just
not
that
my most explosive performance.
they
Come,
got
darling,
kind of caught with
let's
each other.
get this show on the road.
All right, let's do it. So she's gonna eat the Mega Monkey.
Ta-ta!
Okay. I'm about to sneeze.
Aha! Nothing. My head is just full of snacks. Oh, I'm never gonna be free of it.
Fortunately, I muted the mic and saved you from a sneeze.
Do the wiggle. It's such a vapid waste of a song. To think that will be my legacy. Why can't I make it happen one more time? Why can't the universe give me one more hit?
I mean, listen, that song she sang to the... Alright, mate. That'll teach you. This guy. Right, what is there to do? Because I think the crab apple's the only green thing I can think of. Which is fine, but, you know.
Did you do it? Did you write your magnum opus?
Sorry, dear. It's never going to happen.
Well, don't be so down, Wiggle. Maybe you're overthinking it. Why don't you just write from the heart?
From the heart? Oh, Gramble, you sweet summer child. That's what I did before I was a star. I'll never make platinum that way.
Why does that matter? You're already rich and famous.
Because I need an audience. And I've seen time and time again that when I write for myself, nobody else wants to hear it.
Well, I want to hear it.
That's a nice sentiment, darling.
Sweet. She's not going to talk anymore, she's all good. Don't sleep. That's all good. Right.
You again.
Right, we can plant some Bugsnax first. Pretty cool. I'm gonna get rid of those. a buffer locust. An enchilada. Sizzling sounds. Right, where's that? I feel myself. I don't actually know, I don't think I've been there yet. Yes, I've got that code. Missing bit. Right. Is there anybody else here I can talk to? Nope. Right, let's go this way. Cheap.
Hey, bro.
Oh.
Just got done fixing up the old bridge. Would have done
No,
it
we can go
sooner,
that way.
but Cromdo wanted me to pay him for the rights of repair. Whatever that means. Anyway, no need to thank me. Just go find Shelda, all right?
Okay. Thanks, that is useful. Because that means I can get to the sizzling sounds. Right, are there... I'm guessing there must be new Bugsnax. Moths are super... I think they had a lot of fun when they set these up. Praying for kindness, right. That's what we'll get. A loaded spuddy. Okay. Right. Cool. So what does a loaded spuddy like? Ketchup. So I'm going to spray that mantis with ketchup. See if the loaded spuddy goes off it. No, apparently not. Hey Spuddy, let's go. Thanks for that. Right, I'm bringing you towards this guy. Come on. You are a chocolate. Okay. It's bloody. It's gonna do nothing. Yes. Oh, still got to pick up. Okay. It's very aggressive. Come on. Hey. Oh, Escape for about 15 seconds. Almost there. Almost there. Is he gonna catch me? No. There you go. Oh, that's a lot. That's good to talk.
This one has many questions. So it is my wisdom shall be shared. Am I?
Yes, you are, Shelter.
One who is called Shelter exists beyond the self. Answers have no shape, yet truth comes in many flavors. Ah! The questions must cease. Wisdom
So
can
she's
be
been
gained
all children,
only
she's like that.
through experience. One who is you, tainting others with the toxin that is Bugsnax, have strayed from the mother's path. So it is. You must atone.
Fair enough.
In seeking inner peace, Shelter has renounced material temptations. So it is that Shelter is really grumping hungry. Seek the yellow sauce within the great maw of stone. On this I shall be sustained.
Okay. Get cheese sauce. Right. Right. How am I getting cheese sauce then? That.
Bugsnax are not of the mother. Walk in the light.
Okay. It's very angry. Oh, okay. Surely they can't get me there. As I said, oops. Right. I mean, this looks like it's something. Get cheese sauce. That's a really good point. I should find a way to splash it. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, it's buffalo locust. Right, what if I... Doesn't look at me. That seems... What am I supposed to do about things on fire? So just fried an egg. That's you lot dealt with. I don't even know what's in there. Yes.
See you soon.
They still don't do that well. Now that's an oil. From before, mate. Sody. Right, we need to catch a cheaper beef. Oh yes, now I remember. Launchpad down. Snack truck on. There you go. Not sure what that trophy is.
Walk in the light.
Okay. How do I get the cheese sourced? What am I missing? Yep, they're minding them up. Don't tolerate the presence of sauce. Right, let's see if this works. Alright, now I kind of see. That's better. Soda. Soda. Thanks, Soda. Oh.
Picantes!
Don't let the Bugsnax bite.
Okay. that I haven't managed to do what exactly is after, but there are some other bits I can do in the meantime. Choose it. She wants a cheese it. Nope.
So long!
She's cheese sauce. So how am I supposed to do that? Not a clue. Probably about 30 minutes left on the stream, give or take, so just a full one. Right, I'm sure one of these does a cheese sauce. Like that. Cheese ranch. I think one of them wanted an inch worms. Terrible name, but nonetheless.
See ya.
Till next time. A wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Howdy. Just give me every sort.
Have I done this now? Yes. There
You've
you go.
done right by me, stranger. Thanks for sticking with me. Come back tomorrow. We'll see if this bears fruit.
Thanks for the new follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're all good. Thanks, Ron Easy 2. Get rid of some of these. Right, cool. That's those done. Right, she's all happy.
Oh, hello!
Hi!
Hi. Cool. Right, let's go for a Moy, a little sleep. And see if we can see what happens with those Bugsnax. Right. I mean, it's a bit weird that he's just scotching in someone else's house, but hey.
Well, they came out of the ground all right.
Okay.
Guess I didn't bury them deep enough. What am I supposed to do if even I don't believe in me? I didn't come to this island to be free or to live off the land. I'm here because I couldn't make it over there. Deep down, I'm a failure.
Yeah, he's been too hard on himself.
I knew it all along. Well, I still got my sauce. It's not Bugsnax, but it's not nothing.
No, exactly.
Maybe I'm just stubborn enough to call that a win.
There you go.
Goodbye, stranger.
Is that his quest done? Always like goodbye, stranger. Good old Gravel's been off a sleepwalk. No, leave him be. Okay. Right, what other tasks are we doing? Okay. So they encountered all of these. The thing is, she's saying about cheese sauce. I'm just trying to think which Bugsnax gives cheese sauce. I can't think of any apart from like this one, the white sheepoof. or even the cheaper. But yeah, no. I'd already got one of those and she wasn't interested. She was like, yeah. Okay. No, I know what he wants, I forgot. He needs to work on some spelling. Just keep yourself a leg in a jar. I've been happy. So I'm going to try and look for that thing for the last 20 minutes of the stream. I'm convinced it must be something close by, because they rarely have it so that you would have to be looking for something that is really far away. Especially on those ones. Like if she was back at Snacksburg, I could kind of understand that maybe she's asking for something that's far away, but it just seems really weird. Right. So when I catch it, you've got to do one of these. Go and catch it quickly. Son of a bitch. Right, you are the first. Right, jump over you. Like, is there an actual source? So there must be. Is it a source I haven't discovered yet? Is that the thing? She says it comes out the rock. It's confusing. Right. Let's go and listen to what she says again. This guy's saying cheese, cheese, cheese. No, I'm following you, cheese there. Not bad. Right, what is it like? Ranch dressing, did it say? Not that. What is that? No idea. Right. Not for now then. I'm gonna keep on going, see if I can find this thing. No. Absolutely no idea where I'm supposed to find this cheese sauce. Doesn't that guy like interesting? Testing out everything. Buffer locust. Right. Yes. Yes. I'll catch you because of the fire. Catch you with that. It's moving around the top of it, so it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Okay, so using that. Yep, fine. Right, I'm just going to go back and make sure that I didn't miss anything before. So I went through this bit. Yeah, no, no. Right. So definitely can't go that way. Right. Like raspy. Loves chocolate. That's right, got a raspy. Just avoiding it. Right, what is through here then? So it's the same if it would have gone that way. Okay. Okay, so I open that up, but now what? Okay, great. So that took me there, which is all good, but there's not really a lot to see there, unless I'm missing something, and I don't think I am. a little bit straightforward, but no. No, I genuinely don't know where this is. What am I supposed to do? Cantus. So genuinely don't know where that cheese sauce is. This might be one of those ones. Yeah. Do you know, it's difficult. It's a good game. I don't know if I'd spend money on it. It cost me, you know, it's like with PS Plus, if I'm honest. I think it's okay if it was like $4.99 or if it was cheap, like really, really cheap, then yeah, get it. If it's like 15 quid or $15, I mean, maybe not. It's enjoyable. It reminds me a little bit of Viva Pinata. Right. The problem is that to be honest, I don't know. When I got this for PS Plus, so that's the only reason I ended up with it. Like I say, I think the price of the retail was meant to be like 15 quid, which is okay. Like I say, enjoyable, not amazing. Some of the puzzles are quite cool because you then have to try and figure them out. You know, you can see there I'm kind of stuck with one of them. I have a fair idea of what I need to do. I need to somehow extinguish it and knock it out at the same time. So it's like, you know, trying to figure out the best way to catch those things. So, like I say, it's good. It's not amazing by any stretch. If it costs you no money, great. If it's cheap, yeah, it's probably fun for, you know, a couple of days. And if you're paying it dedicated, you probably get it finished. I kind of, yeah. I kind of did, like, over time. I was streaming this ages ago, and I used to do an early morning stream, but it's just that I couldn't talk. You know, everyone in my house is sleeping. I could only do an hour at a time, so this is kind of the most I've sat in 1 or 2 sittings. But yeah, I mean, like I say, would I recommend it? I don't know. If you could get it cheap, yeah, maybe. And it depends on the kind of games that you like. It's kind of got a Pokemon vibe about it as well, but some of it is reliant on the tools rather than, you know, or a combination of tools. So in some of them you would say, I need to get this flying thing, so you've got a launch pad, and then you've got to put the trap down on that and launch it just in time. Yeah, completely. And same like Pokemon Snap, it tells you they do this, they like this, they hate this, so you can kind of get them to fight each other as well. But you know, with some areas it's just figuring it out. Right, I can't go near that thing, but I can make it fight the other thing. and then it lets you catch them. So yeah, Pokemon Snap is probably the best way to describe it. So I mean, if you like that game, strange thing is I'm not even sure if it's as deep as Pokemon Snap was, you know, and I know that's a while ago, but yeah. I mean, like even this quest here,
seek the yellow sauce.
Yellow sauce from the Maw of the Stone. So some of it is a bit cryptical.
On this I shall be sustained.
Like I say, I'm alright. yeah. So if it comes out on Switch, yeah. I mean, like I say, I'd be wary to recommend it to anybody. It's fun. My nephew played it. He said, you know, he finished it, but he's a trophy hunter. That's his big thing. And he's younger, so he's got the time. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You probably, if you've got a Switch, you like Pokemon Snap, you know what you're getting. Wait for that. Yeah, it's enjoyable, but for me, like, I haven't felt the desire to finish the game. You know, it hasn't annoyed me to the point where I think, right, I'm going to finish that. I think there's a lot of other games that made more sense and were more fun, like Astro's Playroom. You know, that was a great game. This, you know, in comparison for the 2 free games, this was, like I say, good. It's not great. And listen, thank you for finding the channel. Thank you for engaging. I hope you're having a good day.
Bugsnax are not of the
Yeah, and I think, you know, like this,
within the great Maw of Stone.
The Maw of Stone, so the mouth.
On this I shall be sustained.
Well, that's great. So that's up here, but then how do I get up there? You know. Yeah. And somehow there's a cheese thing up there, so who knows how I'm supposed to get there. Chuck a launch pad. Yeah, it's not bad. And that's the thing, you know, like as a chill out game, it's good for that. You know, it's not a lot of stress, not a lot of dramas. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get to this thing. Yeah, honestly, I think the last thing you need is something really, really stressful. I think, you know, like I said, the biggest stress here is trying to figure out how to combine this plus this to get this, and how am I going to climb up this thing, you know, considering it's not obvious. But yeah, no major dramas with this game. And something set me on fire, you know. You can't die. You know, the worst thing you can do is that happens. Yeah. I'm gonna try. Cool. Retrieve that. There you go. Now I have the cheapest sauce. You see, like that. It's the stupid thing is that I know that more means mouth, but it took me a while to remember that. Yeah. Exactly that. So you just do that. It's done. And now I can go back to finish that quest. And like I said, that's probably a good way to wrap everything up.
Ooh, yum is one, and one is craving rebirth. Consider the sandscape.
And, you know, I don't know if you saw
of the mind.
the stream earlier. There was this
One
thing that's
unable
made out of
to
sushi,
escape its
and I had to
dry
do it twice because
embrace.
the first time round
First, an
it
act
like
of
bugged out. It
to
didn't
break out
properly
of
break
my
it, so you have to
current shelter.
use this tripwire,
So too must
get the
you
sushi thing, break up the little bits, catch them, then you can catch the big thing.
Give them
So it took me probably
life.
longer than planned, but you know, like even that quest is kind of straightforward. You just have to figure it out.
So long.
So she wants another egglet, so then, you know, like literally you have to find the best way to catch those things. So we can... Yeah. So find an egg, cover it in ranch dressing. This guy's gonna set it on fire. It'll crack. We'll get an egg out of it. What we should do anyway. So I'm going to use that to fire at this thing, you know? Then hopefully I'll get an egg out of it.
Egler!
There you go.
Egler! Egler! Egler!
Right, and I just want to make sure I got that thing caught.
I too have
And there you
burst
go.
from my shell, and so oozes forth my spiritual yoke.
And you know,
Yet
I think
obstacles devour that yoke, the sinister picantis of temptation. To truly destroy these obstacles, one must break them down into their elements.
yeah, you'll see there, like, you know, the story's a little bit dark. There's some stuff going on that's way deeper. So I mean, yeah, like I said, if you can get it for cheap, I think it's a lot of fun.
Snack of temptation removed. Yet, one still lost in darkness, seeking the light. For only in the light of Mother Nature can the toxin be purged. Seek a raspy deep below. A hidden ruin, a maze of trials.
And it's-
Guide this raspy to one's side.
It's pretty cool because actually now I've already done black raspberry,
Farewell.
but now I've got to bring it all the way. So you know, like it's just again figuring out what that Bugsnax likes and then directing it. So I know it likes chocolate, and that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to. Oh. Wrong one. Chocolate. That has to be close enough that it sees it. So I don't know why he's stuck at the moment. You see that this one, they don't like people. He's getting chased away by the other one. So I think, yeah, this is probably about my time for the night, but I think what I'm probably going to do is I'll come back at some point. So listen, if I'm playing again and you want to watch Bugsnax, I might do it another time this week, I'm not really sure. No worries, thank you for following, it's really appreciated. Thanks to all the new followers that are today. We've had a few, so like I say, all the best and take it easy.